All right. Hello, everybody. We are Black in Soul. I'm Tony Two Pint. This is April Newly Me. And April is going to be making what she calls TikTok pasta today.
I couldn't find the name of it. Literally, it's called TikTok pasta.
It's some shit that went viral on TikTok, and she's going to do her own rendition of it.
I have to.
We got Jenny here cooking along with us in the Zoom call.
Me, Jenny in Colorado.
So we'll go ahead and get to it.
Okay. So let me just share with y'all how I'm remixing this. First off, we'll go over the ingredients and how I'm switching it up before we start cooking. So the TikTok pasta that I've seen, and I don't have TikTok. I saw this on Instagram.
Oh, somebody took a TikTok video and put it on.
They always do that. Like, you literally don't even need TikTok, to be honest, because they're all on fucking Instagram. But they used feta cheese, which I personally love feta cheese. I love a good Greek salad. I put it on regular salad. My issue with feta, me personally, is I don't think feta would be great melted. I could be completely wrong, but I was thinking about like hot feta.
So you're doing risk mitigation right here. It might taste bad, so you're mitigating that risk.
I just wasn't feeling it. So I'm like, no. I didn't want to do like a boring cheese. I happen to love goat cheese, and this is my favorite brand from Trader Joe's. It has chives, parsley, all these good, herbs on it. Looks great.
Yeah, she's gonna use this.
Yeah. So even if I don't use all of this cheese, I will literally eat this whole thing by myself. Tony doesn't really. She's not a cheesehead, but I just feel like this would be pizza. Yeah. I just feel like this will be better with pasta and it melts. Tony used to take me to a restaurant called Sicily's, and they used to have a chicken goat cheese pasta. So good. Every time she took me to a restaurant, I can't tell you if the restaurant is good or not because I literally didn't have anything fucking else but that goat cheese chicken pasta. So I'm using this. I am using the cherry tomatoes. I got these organic. This is a California brand, but I liked it because it has different colored tomatoes, just being honest. That I have my extra virgin olive oil. And the pasta I'm gonna use is rigatoni. I wanted to use
rotini.
Rotini, sorry. Rotini. I wanted to use the other pasta that's like, it looks like big spirally. I put it in the recipe. I don't remember the name of it.
Oh, we can look that up.
But it's like a pasta that's like super spirally and it's like kind of long. I don't know what the name is it, but I like.
Fusilli?
What is it?
I think it's fusilli.
Yes.
Yeah, we put that in the. Yes. I remember that because I was like, "Is this a word?"
Now let me tell you how I went to Kroger, Ralph's in California. And I was like, "Can I speak to the manager?" I did a whole Karen, not in a mean way, but like I just was like, "Where's the pasta?" And I didn't know the name of it, so I'm describing it, and the man was looking at me like I was crazy, and I was like, "Okay, never mind." So this is a good dupe, but.
The other bad Arthur wasn't there.
Arthur, I need you on speed dial. I could have FaceTimed him and been like, "This is the pasta I'm talking about."
She said she needs you on speed dial because I feel like you guys are on the same wavelength.
Yes.
Yeah, you knew what she was talking about, and I did not.
Arthur is with Jenny.
Yep, exactly.
Arthur and Jenny are cooking along with us. Arthur, because I didn't know the name, and I pulled a Karen, but not a mean Karen. But like, I was like, "Where's the manager?"
The nice Karen. What the hell is that?
I only just remember it because of that Seinfeld episode, because of Fusilli Jerry.
Oh,
I remember that.
Wow.
So yeah. I was totally trying to explain it to the manager, and he didn't understand me, and I felt bad, and I was like, never mind. And I just got this.
So Rudy is co-signing. Rudy says use all the cheese in all caps.
I love me some Rudy. That's the homie.
Rest of y'all in here, it looks like we got a few people on the YouTube. Tap in these comments. We'll talk back.
I'm going to go ahead and put my pasta on for boil.
What do you put in the water?
Oh, in my pasta water, I always put a little bit of some kind of olive oil, or sometimes I use avocado oil, and a little bit of salt to flavor the water.
So water has avocado or olive oil and salt.
Yeah, some kind of like I wouldn't use vegetable oil or corn oil. I would use a heavier oil like avocado or extra virgin olive oil. a heavy oil.
So what you got going on, Rudy? It's afternoon there on a Saturday, some March Madness.
Did
you drinking
shave?
anything?
Do you still have your mustache?
Wow, really, April?
Yes.
We are drinking, I think, Mama's Little Pills for me. And
That's a good one.
Dark lager.
Dark Lager from Wild Provisions, which is a 4 doses extension and older.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love dark lagers now.
Yeah, I was on a dark lager kick like the fourth quarter of 2020, and I ended up buying like 2 cases of beer from a bunch of different breweries. Like it added up to 2 cases. And April likes a dark malt profile because she likes coffee and like kind of roasty
I'm
flavors.
drinking coffee.
And in general malt forward beers, so she's been drinking those.
Me too. I used to really love IPAs, and then one day I woke up and like I can't even really do a pale ale anymore. Like a pale ale is too heavy for me. It was just like my taste buds just changed overnight.
Yeah, they do. April doesn't like IPAs at all. Mom though loves hop forward beers.
I'm gonna go ahead and wash off the grape tomatoes, and I think I'm only gonna use one of these because I don't know if Tony's gonna eat this. Being completely honest, so I'm gonna use 1.5 packs of the grape tomatoes and 1 thing of cheese. When I looked up most of the recipes that people were using for the TikTok pasta, it said 2 cups of grape cherry tomatoes. Keep saying grape. Cherry tomatoes. I don't measure shit, so I'm just using 1 packet, and I'll probably throw in some more just to
your liking.
Yeah.
Oh, Rudy says yes, he still has his mustache, and he is drinking Grist House West Coast IPA. Yeah, that sounds like a Mama Boyce approved option. She loves her some IPA, hop forward beers. In general, IPA she loves.
Okay. What? Sorry, I think I am going to use the other roasting pan. Well, I'll use the circle one.
Do you want?
I think so. Didn't mean to
You want the other one out?
Nah, I'm just going to use the circle one. Sorry, y'all.
But yeah, she likes hop forward beers in general. Loves IPAs. She'll love a hop forward pills. She likes any. She does not like dark malt profiles that much, though.
So she's the opposite of me.
You
basically.
two are polar opposites with your beer preferences. So I get to drink it all, and I share, that stuff with you, and hop forward stuff with Mom.
That makes sharing mixed packs easier.
Yeah, for sure. 'Cause I mean, that's one of the things that I've missed a lot during the pandemic. I haven't seen my mom in a couple years. Or actually 1 year. She came when I had surgery.
Okay, so as far as spices and what we're going to use to season this is also something that varied when I was looking at the TikTok videos and recipes. Wasn't a lot of seasoning going on, and I just was not here for that also. So it was a lot of salt and pepper, and sometimes they would use Italian sauce, Italian seasoning, but definitely using some fresh cracked pepper. I'm going to also be using garlic salt or garlic powder. I'm definitely going to be using some Italian seasoning. And I'm weird. I'm going to put a little extra basil as well as oregano.
So this is garlic
with
salt
that. Yeah, that's garlic salt.
that April has out.
And
for
I'm
use.
also going to be using, because wouldn't be a cook along without using either Cajun or red pepper flakes.
Yeah, I found out that there were seasonings in the wholesale stores.
Had to get those.
But yeah, we were out of crushed red pepper, and April was like, well, that one's too big to keep in the pantry. I'm like, well, what we can do if you don't have room for it is fill up keep the small container that we had, just the empty one, and fill it up with from the big one and put the big one somewhere else.
Ooh, this cheese smells so good.
I can smell it.
Okay, you probably not gonna like it.
Yeah,
Tony's not a
definitely.
cheesehead like me.
But I mean, it's going to help me with the beer pairing, even if I don't want to eat that.
Going for the whole roasting pan. We don't have like the little cute ceramic one, so I'm just using a cake pan. Also, if you have older bakingware, I would suggest either spraying it with some Pam or olive oil spray or some kind of spray, or if you don't have either one, get you a stick of butter, just like you would bake a cake, just so when your cheese melts, it's not gonna be like a mess and hard for you. Yeah. Especially with goat cheese, because goat cheese is a softer cheese. So when we mix it up, it's gonna
might burn.
Yeah. So that's my suggestion. I'm gonna go ahead and put my goat cheese and tomatoes in. I love goat cheese.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
April's been doing a happy dance for the past few days. Yesterday we were celebrating our anniversary, and she talked so much about how she was excited to do this pasta with the goat cheese.
Goat cheese is just, it's like the name is goat. It's bomb.
That was the greatest of all time.
Spread it like I'm the type of person, honestly, like for lunch, I'm perfectly fine with crackers, cheese, and some type of salami or meat.
So you see what April's doing.
I'm perfectly fine with that. So I'm definitely a cheese girl. So this is going to be exciting.
Yeah, April likes cheese, which is why I'm, that was the biggest thing about her trying to get her into beer. They go together. All the cheeses and beers.
And I definitely put a little bit more yellow ones in here.
You can't trust anyone who doesn't like cheese.
Right? It's just weird. And I'm not a feta hater. I love feta. I'm just not here for it in my pasta.
You're mitigating risk. You said you haven't tried it warm and you don't want to chance it on here in front of all these people. I understand. I'm an engineer. I respect risk mitigation techniques.
I love pasta. I love cheese. All of us have friends that don't get along, and you just don't put them in the same room. You just kick it with them in different times. Same scenario. Boom. So once you put, I'll show you guys how it looks. So once you put the cherry tomatoes and the goat cheese, or whatever cheese you choose to use, you're supposed to drizzle some extra or olive oil. I like to use extra virgin. Also, I was going to ask you because I saw,
about
anytime
cooking.
Tony's like Google, so
no.
I always buy filtered olive oil, and I know there's unfiltered. So I don't know what the fuck I filtered or what they filtered when they buy this. I was going to ask you. But
why would I know about olive oil?
I don't know. Even
filtering is done to take out particulate matter. So I imagine, like, if you there might be some sediment. I mean, I guarantee is a fruit or vegetable, one of those things. I
guarantee y'all after this, Tony will
hole
research
and all of that stuff around,
and I'll get my answer. That's why I asked her stuff. I know she doesn't know about food and oils, but I guarantee you, by the end of the day, I'll have my answer.
I can look it up now since this is important to you.
But I always buy filtered olive oil, and y'all, this is a really good brand. It's not like fancy or smancy, but this is the Kroger brand, Simple Truth Organic. This was only like $3 and change. Olive oil is expensive as fuck. Like if I bought this bottle in Barilla or like any other brand, this will be like $16 in California. So save some coin when you can. But you're supposed to drizzle it and then add your seasonings. Again, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't measure. I just feel like everything should be fucking coated with seasoning.
So regular engineering principle. So filtered olive oil, unfiltered olive oil may appear a bit cloudy owing to residual fruit particles. So that is what I said. I'll take that.
Try it.
So it has the particles. Some people probably like it better. Probably feel like it's more natural, but it's not gonna be clear. You see how you can see through this whole thing. The filtered one is gonna take all that stuff out.
I'm interested in trying it. If we had a house, y'all, and I had like more pantry space, I'm the type of person that I would like buy regular olive oil and then infuse it with like red chili flakes, or infuse this one with like rosemary. I'm like that. I love stuff like that, but I don't have the space, so I can't do it.
Yeah. So Rudy wants to make a Twitter account dedicated to cheese and is asking April if she wants to tag team.
Yes, I would fucking
You want to post also?
I would post.
He said what oven temperature?
Oh, this also varied. This is what happens when shit goes viral. So 50% of the people and the videos that I watch, because I do my research, I don't like to give y'all shitty advice. Most of them said 400 degrees. Then I saw other people say 375. My black ass is going to go in the middle and say 385.
My thing with the oven, though, like, there's a thing that we do in my industry. I work in aerospace, and if people do things called heat treatment to get different hardnesses and things out of their parts, if they want it to be hard or soft, or they will heat treat it or give it, some kind of casing.
So I'll show you guys.
Show the zoom also.
I'm gonna show them. Let's show them, and then show you guys how it's looking.
Awesome.
Yeah, but like the I'm on a tangent, but it is related to this oven. But there's something called temperatures have to be pretty strict. So there's something that happens periodically called a temperature uniformity survey. So basically, it makes sure, since your oven is a big volume, the different places, if you put something in a different place in the furnace, that it is the same temperature or close enough to it, so you get the same results when you put stuff in there and it has a range. A few of my colleagues tried to test that out in their regular oven, and they said they don't have good uniformity. So depending where you put it in your oven, it make a big difference as to what temperature you actually get.
Okay, let's piggyback off that. For all the cooks, I always put stuff on the top rack in the middle, and it stresses me the fuck out when I have more than one thing to bake and I have to put them on either side. It stresses me out. Like, for some reason, I feel like it's not going to be as good because it's not in the fucking center.
That's the thing about temperature
that
uniformity.
Only me, because I get stressed out.
That's the thing about temperature uniformity, though. The idea that it's the same temperature or close enough to it throughout the whole oven.
It stresses me the fuck out, y'all.
We, in my industry, we have to actually check that. That has to be done periodically, based on how tight your tolerance, the class of the oven, the temperature it operates at.
So like Christmas and Thanksgiving, even if I'm on time, everything is prepped, I'm like rocking and rolling. When I have to put my macaroni cheese and my cornbread dressing in the oven at the same goddamn time, it is a stressful environment for me.
I mean, like, if I ever win big or get promoted in a way that I could get April double ovens or the kitchen of her dream. She loves doing this. She wants to write cookbooks. I would support that 100%.
Black and Soul cookbook coming soon.
So Virginia says she has an oven thermometer and it's so worth it. What's up, Virginia?
I should get it. Hey,
thanks for joining us.
So y'all, if y'all wondering what I'm doing, I'm married to a person that has to have a protein with the meal. Her favorite protein, or one of them, is shrimp. So this was not a part of the recipe, but for our household to make this a complete meal, I am prepping some shrimp that I'm going to cook along with the pasta. I'm not going to mix it. I might put it on the top or on the side. I didn't put that in the recipe because I don't know how people feel about seafood. Also, chicken breast would probably go good with this. I was thinking about blackening some chicken breasts. That would go good. But I'm just making this a complete meal. So,
well, in the ingredients list, I put an optional protein. Yeah. You can probably choose any protein of your choice that you want to put in this pasta. I mean, you probably don't want to put lamb in it, but you.
I would try some nice flank steak though. Yeah. Flank steak might be good.
Yeah, I mean, you would go on the lighter end for this type, in my opinion, this type of
so I'm not gonna do a whole lot because, again, I don't know if Tony's gonna eat this pasta.
I'm gonna at least try it.
She's gonna try it, but
if I have a beer, I'll eat it.
Also, okay, so I was talking about this before, Brand. This is not the shrimp that I wanted. I wanted them. They are fresh, but I wanted the ones from like the butcher.
Yeah.
But like he ran out of the large or jumbo shrimp, so I was like, whatever. He told me this was the equivalent. But anyway, y'all, do y'all see that? It's Chicken of the Sea.
I think that's just the company.
That's crazy. No, they're just tuna people. You can't be making shrimp. I was like, what the hell is this?
They can't make shrimp.
Chicken of the Sea is for
they
tuna.
trying to diversify their portfolio. But
now I'm stressed out.
Yeah, I remember seeing that, but it's just the name of the company.
It's weird.
You got the same logo and stuff.
Just concentrate on the damn tuna.
You don't call them and tell them somebody using it.
I love Chicken of the Sea tuna. That is my brand. I just need y'all to focus on that. Relax. When companies start trying to dibble and dabble in everything, shit starts to fall short. So.
Oh, they talked about I can't remember the name of the show, but it's like you trick people. Like they put on these performances and they act out weird stuff and see how people who are going to react. So this one store was just bulbs, and it had all like different kind of light bulbs in it, and they pretended to change their name to Just Bulbs and mitts, and they had like oven mitts and stuff in there and light bulbs. And one guy, that it was a joke. They were telling people this to see how they would respond. And one guy was like this marketing professional and went and just like totally reamed and schooled them. It's like, you had a specialty and now you're moving away from that. And that's not good for marketing and branding. And he lectured these people.
Now, honestly, I'm not even lying. When you hear Chicken of the Sea and you see the white girl mermaid, you automatically think of the damn tuna. Just like when we all think of salt, it's a little.
And our neighborhood, we did. I don't know what products people have in different places. I've never seen this, but obviously they have it somewhere.
Like when you guys think of salt, you think of the little girl with the
Morton's
umbrella. It's just, that's the brand. Now, if they start making salad dressing, I'm gonna be like, chill the fuck out.
I'm sure Morton makes more than just that salt. They were
change the name.
When I was trying to move back to California to get back into, the engineering, because I was in the beer industry in Colorado. So I was looking for jobs, and that was one of them. And they were like, you want to be an engineer process engineer at Morton Salt? And I'm like, if they're hiring all these, and they have multiple roles for that. If they're hiring all these people, they're not going to manage just this exact same salt over. That's a lot of money to pay somebody to watch for one product.
Your pasta should be done by now, so go ahead and drain it. Do not rinse. Don't rinse it. Just drain the pasta water.
Why no rinsing?
Because that's just
tell the people. Why is it dumb?
You're rinsing off the flavor, and you need a little bit of that starch. So first of all, to thicken up whatever pasta sauce you're going to put in it. And also, you're rinsing off the damn flavor. Why would you rinse? That's like frying chicken or something and rinsing it off. Like, what was the purpose of you doing it? Like, you're rinsing off flavor. So just drain.
April rinses things before she cooks them.
Exactly. Not pasta though, but yes.
Well, I mean, pasta's being in a lot of situations. This is true probably for a lot of things that get cooked. You're boiling pasta, so anything that you would rinse off or you would be scared that would hurt you is going to die in the boiled
that is
water.
True, but I'm telling you, I'll have a YouTube channel if you guys don't know that. And I am the type of person that I clean all of my meat. Like when I get my chicken, any kind of beef, any kind of fish, I use 2 parts water, 1 part vinegar, white distilled vinegar, because that's a natural disinfectant. And a lot of people yell at me, and you're spreading bacteria in your sink, and you don't need to because you're gonna cook it. You've never opened a package of chicken and it's slimy.
I mean, but if there's any kind of preservatives or if there's vegetables and there's pesticides and stuff on them,
I don't care.
I'm saying if that's what you're rinsing off, those aren't going to be killed. They're not alive in the first place.
It's just gross.
You would rinse that part off. But
also, for those of you who always try to yell at me in my comments that I'm spreading bacteria, I'm fully fucking aware of that. I sanitize and clean my sink.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. And
who doesn't clean their sink? Y'all worried about the wrong shit.
Some of the cleaning techniques are cultural. I mean, when I was growing up, my parents and my grandparents they used to use actually every black woman I know really puts bleach. If they're washing dishes in the sink, they put a cap full of bleach in it. They fill up the dishwasher. We didn't have a dishwasher, but you fill up the sink with water and you put your detergent in a cap full of bleach.
It might be cultural, but
Rudy says, fuck that bacteria.
I'm serious, Rudy. Like, literally, I had a nurse. I guess she was a nurse. She told me all her credentials. She was like,
thank you for that information.
You're endangering you and your spouse. You're just spreading bacteria all over that sink, and that's disgusting. Heifer, I wash it after the fact. I know how to there's a difference between cleaning and sanitizing. I sanitize.
Well, these are beer people. They know that.
There's a whole fucking difference. That's like saying you don't sanitize your shower. You just fucking nasty. Okay?
These are beer people. They understand sanitation. That's very important in this process.
But like literally when I first started YouTube, there would always be like 6 or 7 comments from people just completely disgusted that I wash meat. Sorry.
I mean, but even if you didn't wash meat, you don't want to disinfect the sink. You know how much stuff lives in water and waterborne pathogens.
And that's the kicker. Y'all yelling at me for spreading bacteria, but even if I didn't clean meat, you still have bacteria in your sink and it still has to fucking be sanitized.
Yeah. I agree with that.
See what happens when you don't mind your business?
April's passionate about cleaning meats and things.
You see what happens when you don't mind your business? Then you get my little black self cussing you out and blocking you in the comments.
Well, this is April. April has her personal YouTube channel. It is April Newly Me, and she does, all of her homemaker type videos. She cleans on there and cooks. She gives tips. You do marriage tips and other shit on there too. What else you put on
I
your
do
channel?
Marriage tips. I do hauls. Like I show y'all what I spend Tony's money on.
She tells you what groceries she buys.
But yeah, like literally, y'all, I would really get like cussed out in the comments because I was like a disgusting person for washing my meat.
Well, most of the people I said that to say that most of the people that subscribe to that channel of April's are homemakers, like housewives, stay-at-home mothers, people like that. I don't know very many men that get in these comments.
I do have a little bit of men.
Some, yeah.
Yeah, I have, per my analytics.
Every time you complain, it's always a woman.
It's always a woman, yeah. But per my analytics, I have 10% men.
That's not, that's a very...
And I also get creepy DMs from like people that I guess they think I'm in the market for a sugar daddy and offer me allowances and stuff like that.
How are you a stay-at-home wife if you're in the...
I mean,
you make it pretty clear that you're monogamous.
From guys. That's like, first off, I'm hella gay. Secondly, married.
And you make it clear that you're in a monogamous relationship.
Yeah. Some people have open marriages, we don't. So, no disrespect to anyone, but it's like, that's kind of weird. I don't sell myself.
I mean, but you've told them this and they still keep doing that.
And does that work? Like, literally, if some guy hits you up in the DMs, like, I'll put you on an allowance. I'm not looking for employment, sir. I'm fine. Thank you.
But yeah, April gets lots of creepy peepees.
It's just weird
on her account.
Also, if you guys are doing shrimp, I'm team take off the tail. And what I'm doing, or what I have been doing right now, is deveining the shrimp. Basically, let me turn this off. Grocery stores will lie to you and be like, oh, it's deveined. This is what they're talking about. The top vein, and that's usually like a blood vessel vein. What I do is I clean and devein this part, which is the bottom, and that's the shrimp's intestines.
Oh, see, look at April giving us a shrimp anatomy lesson.
You want to, I mean, for me, yes, I want both of the veins out, but I'm really trying to get the one that holds all the shit out. That's the important one.
That's the important one.
That's the important one.
So what you got going on, Virginia? You drinking anything? You working today?
She might be at work.
Well, she commented, so she got it on somewhere.
Let me check.
She'll tell us what she got going on. Usually she tells us she's in and out if she's at work while she runs it.
Jenny, are you guys cooking in protein with yours?
We are not.
Okay.
Okay.
My parents are actually coming over to, I bought like the biggest goat cheese.
Oh,
cool.
We're making a side salad. So we thought that was like
that's cool.
Oh, you're gonna share with your parents. Let us know how that turns out.
How they like it.
Like, well, I know. I almost told them to come at 1, but I was like, it might be, our apartment's kind of small, so it's like it might be kind of chaotic. But yeah, so I'm really excited for them to try this because I kept seeing it on TikTok. And so
right? Yeah. I was always like, I wonder, and I've seen so many renditions. I was like, I have to do it.
Rudy says Virginia isn't ever not working. Well, yeah.
For real. This is about her coin.
I get that. This is our work and April's primary
This is my contributing to the household finances.
Yeah, I mean, not even just finances. We eat these things. Yeah. That's a contribution.
This has also made me cook more for Tony as far as stuff that she may or may not like.
Yeah, I've learned to like a lot of stuff through these, like stuff I wouldn't even try due to like my neurological divergence. But Virginia says cleaning the house and trying not to freak out about broken tooth. What in the entire fuck, Virginia? How do you break your tooth?
Do I need to fly and beat somebody's ass? I can do that.
Oh, you think Virginia got punched in the face or something? I don't think she was going.
Virginia got
she ain't
hands.
going out like that.
Yeah, so I'm seasoning my shrimp with Mrs. Dash and some onion salt and probably some garlic. And I'm just gonna saute this in some butter.
This is garlic salt.
Garlic salt.
And if you use, I get you got regular garlic too, but if you use garlic salt, you gotta cut back on other salt or stuff that you're using.
I don't use any other salt.
Not you. I'm talking about if anyone's doing this.
Yeah, if you guys haven't noticed, I don't cook with a lot of salt because I have a heart murmur. So I just learned to not cook with salt. Anytime I do use any kind of salt, it's the pink Himalayan because it's healthier. Or I'll use
less processed.
Yeah. So I don't cook with a lot of salt as is.
Yeah, some of the seasonings you have garlic salt, seasoned salt. All these things have some salt in them. So I
usually do garlic powder if I don't use my minced garlic.
Well, you got minced garlic too out here.
I'm gonna put that in with this when I saute the shrimp.
Saute.
Can you crack some pepper? I'll put you to work.
Which side? See,
perfect.
This has little dots.
That indicates how fine you want the pepper.
How fine or big you want the pepper. So you want it on this third to largest?
Yeah, I have it set already.
How many turns?
Give me a good 4 turns. This is how I get Tony to help me cook.
Is that good? Or would you need an extra?
That's perfect. She will do the pepper. That's how I get her to help me cook.
So Virginia says, just life. I wish it was a good story about her tooth. I'm sorry about your tooth.
Everyone, and it was funny because yesterday people were like, do you and Tony cook together? I bet that's so romantic. No. Tony is only in the kitchen when I cook, when we do this stuff.
You kick me out of
She
here.
asked too many questions. And for people
I be trying to do it correctly.
For people that cook, when you cook, you're in the zone. And it's like, I don't want to be bothered with what you're talking about right now. Like, chill out. This is the only time she's literally in the kitchen with me.
Yeah.
Like, I take pride in knowing Tony doesn't know where the fuck anything is in my kitchen. She literally doesn't.
And before we get all the hate comments, April says she takes pride in that. Nobody makes her do anything.
Tony don't know where anything is.
She has created and enjoys this scenario. So
I think I might be in the need for new frying pans.
Well, yeah. I mean, at this point, that's a business expense. We can
yeah. But y'all like, look at this pan.
Well, you cook.
No shame in my pan.
Every day.
Like, my pans have been through it. The only pans I think that last forever are like cast iron. Like, you can keep a cast iron. I used to have my granny's cast iron.
Rudy says Sarah will murder him if he goes in the kitchen while she's cooking. Yeah.
It's just too
All
much.
the women in my life are like that.
Like, go sit down.
Like, dude, get out. What are you doing?
Tony will be like, can I help you? And I'm like, go sit down.
Well, I don't want you to feel like
she's very helpful, but I think like when we first started dating, we used to go to this Korean barbecue spot. It's where you have like the grill at the table and you get to flip the meat. Like, she was so excited, and I used to just kick back because she never gets to do that.
Yeah,
so
it's true.
She used to be all excited to do that.
Virginia says most of the ones she got are cast iron or carbon steel because she ruins the other ones. Yeah. I mean, we grew up on cast iron. My grandmother, when I first moved out into my own apartment, gave me a set of cast iron skillets. I don't know what she thought I was going to do with those, not knowing how to cook. Like, even she asked my mom, how do they eat over there? Does April cook?
I have to.
And mom was like, yeah, April cooks like a chef. We need to keep our child out of the kitchen.
See how my mother-in-law is so sweet.
Oh, she talks shit to me. When I say, we're hosting a cooking show, she was like, stop saying that we shit before you poison somebody. April's hosting. You just show up.
But I told my mom that we were doing TikTok pasta. She was like, what the fuck
What is that? My mom said the same thing. They don't know what is TikTok
I was like,
either.
what the
though.
fuck is that?
Like,
I was like, it's some viral pasta. And she was like, what do you mean viral?
with
like,
a virus? Why would you even tell them
Yeah.
that?
Sometimes I forget who I'm talking to. My mom was like, yeah.
You gotta use language suitable for the old.
I explained it to her.
Because even I was like, what the fuck is TikTok pasta?
This is what I said to her to get it to click. I was like, it's a pasta video I saw on Facebook. You know, all the olds love Facebook. She's like, oh, okay. Because otherwise she was like, what the fuck are you cooking? What are you talking about? And my mom reviews all my cooking videos to critique. My cooking is a reflection of her, so.
Oh, she goes back and watches every single one of these.
She will tell me everything I missed.
Remember the first time we did that?
Yeah. She's like, next time you need to. So if I do bad, it reflects. She'll get irritated. So.
Yeah, she takes ownership of April's cooking skill.
Our lack thereof. Did I clean? Can you hand me the tongs? Never mind.
Where are they at?
They were in the dishwasher. I washed them.
Virginia says when she graduated college, she went out for tapas, and her family asked her, why were we going to a topless restaurant? So going out for tapas equals topless restaurant for the olds.
That would have been a bomb coming out story. I just want to let you guys know something.
Be like, I do enjoy topless.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is fun.
April, did you say how long the tomato cheese mixture should bake for?
I think I did can you look up the recipe? I think it's 30.
How long is yours has been in there for maybe half an hour now.
Yeah, I think it was 45 minutes. I just checked it and they haven't burst yet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a better measure than time because it depends on which of those temperatures you use, how many tomatoes you got.
Right. Yeah, we cook a lot.
Yeah, that's gonna make a difference for sure.
I'm so excited. What type of pasta are you guys using, Jenny?
We use
Penne
Ooh,
pasta.
That's my second. Penny is bomb at keeping the sauce. I love.
She says it holds sauce better.
Yeah.
I tried to find the ones you put in the recipe, but
She's
shopping, but I was like, I don't know about this. I can't find those.
I couldn't find them either.
April did not even using that herself.
No.
I couldn't find it. And you know what's funny?
Arthur seems pretty
I'll
clutch.
type out like the recipe and either text it to Tony or email it. And she's like, "This is a real word," because I'm a horrible speller. She's like, "This is what you meant? Is this a real word?"
I've never heard that. I was just asking. I just want to make sure.
I also get like embarrassed sometimes asking for help in grocery stores because I'm worried they're gonna be like, "Are you serious? You need help finding?"
Don't feel, girl. I call the manager. I know the butcher by name. I'll be like, "John, y'all got this or that in the store?" I'm one of those.
Well, yeah, they know April. Yeah, but your other option is stay. I don't know. For me, I'm in the store half an hour looking for one thing.
You have when I make Tony a list or tell her to give me something, I have to text her a picture because she'll ask me how many ounces do you want and what brand do you want and what.
I mean, those are important because if I bring the brand that you don't want, you're gonna not have me take it back.
And then half the time it's stuff that only she eats, and I'm like, "You fucking eat it." Like,
You
what do you
serve
mean?
these things to me unpackaged. I don't know what the package looks like. You want to open them up and be like, "Oh, yep, these are the ones."
The only issue I hate at grocery stores is like I'm only 5'2", and when stuff is on that top fucking shelf, like that's not even cool. That needs to be lowered. I feel like
you sound like that baby that was in that Listen, Linda. That was his complaint that the cookies needed to be lower.
Because I should not have to get a fucking item to like knock down the other fucking item or hunt down like somebody tall.
Doing shit like that?
Yes, because I'm ready to go. I have my headphones in when I'm in the grocery shopping. I'm in my own little zone. I don't be having time. So if I need to get the rigatoni that's on the top shelf, I'm getting a jar of pasta and I'm knocking shit over to where it falls.
I do not recommend April's techniques of getting things from the top shelf at the grocery store. Don't get kicked out of your local grocery store,
And then
folks.
it's like
Do not take this advice.
Because then I have to sit up there and
Don't
wait.
try this at home.
And I'm flagging someone down. I'm like, yeah, short people problems. Can you get this and this and that? Like, that's weird.
You should, just take a ladder with you. Carry it around. Carry it around with you. Put it in that bottom piece of the cart, that lower piece. Keep your little step stool down there.
I sound like those all life matters people. Short people matter. That's what I sound like right now.
Well, the world wasn't really set up for adults under 5 feet tall.
And it's always something like heavy. And me personally, I don't think that stuff in glass and like that is super heavy should be on the top shelf. Just anywhere in California. Because what if we have an earthquake?
Yeah, that does seem.
But it's like sometimes like this was on the top fucking shelf. And I'm too fat to try to climb. If I was skinny, I wouldn't try to climb this shit.
What?
I'd be having to go.
Don't do any of the shit that she's talking about right now. Do not go in the store and do none of this shit that she's saying. Climbing on.
Like, I went to the grocery store this morning and I got up late, so I was like, I have to fucking go to have this show to put on. I don't be having time. If my ass was 125, bump that even 135, I would climb my ass on that damn thing to get the.
Do not take April's advice.
Oil.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Ain't nobody got time to wait for somebody. Especially like when it's early in the morning, y'all, and ain't nobody really in there. And the people are still like stocking the shelves and stuff. They don't be wanting to help my black ass.
Yeah, but the climbing is not a solution to the issue April says she has. It is not an appropriate solution.
Or maybe when I knock everything the fuck down, y'all know to put this shit on the lower goddamn shelf.
Yeah, like that kid that your mom said something to because he was just knocking shit off the shelf.
He was just bad. I was actually trying to purchase. I was a customer.
I remember that time that I went to, I think it was a Macy's or something. This was a few years ago. And you know how they have the little display and the clothes are folded up on there. And, you kind of look through them. One guy was just like unfolding every fucking shirt looking. I was like, he just made a mess. And this little kid across the room just yells out, he is fucking up those clothes. And I'm like,
Tony loves that story.
no, I mean, because everybody was looking at him like, damn, he fucking up all these people's shit, making a mess. They just folded these. They was on here all nice. And this little kid said what all the adults were thinking.
Is y'all cheese and tomato pasta thingy done? Mine's burst. I don't know if yours did.
I don't think ours is real yet.
What is
We used a whole lot.
Oh, okay.
What does mean burst?
You see how they're like kind of blistered? The tomatoes?
Blistered or burst all the way open?
Either one. I would say blistered.
This is what she means. I mean, in my head, intuitively, I don't think that I wouldn't.
Like how they're wilted a little bit, like you see right there, like a little blistered.
This will burst when you start to mix it, right?
That's what I'm gonna do right now. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't show you guys how it looks. I can tell my cheese has melted. Turning off my shrimp. So basically, all you do now is just mix it.
April's using a fork.
I'm just using a fork because I want to smash the tomatoes.
Ooh, ew.
Tony is such a toddler.
Oh, it looks like pus coming out. She's
such a
it.
toddler.
Ew.
This is why she's not visual aid of why she's not in the kitchen with me when I cook.
You don't usually do this.
You don't know what I do.
It ain't this.
So stupid. It smells really good, you guys. I was also trying to look for fresh basil. Didn't have it.
Well, April looks like she's popping pimples in this.
That is so gross. Shut
That's what
up.
it looks like. That's why I'm.
You're so gross.
You doing it?
And then I've also seen, tell me if y'all seen it. I've seen people where they smash them up like completely. And I've seen people where they leave them kind of like not so smashed or like it's a different texture. I think that's what I'm going to do. Just to create some texture. I'm really glad I got the organic where it had the different color tomatoes. I think that looks so pretty. Tony, go away.
Don't squirt me with
Go
that.
away.
I don't want to be squirted. Look at you. You even backing up from it. You want to squirt me with it.
There are a few in here that didn't like wilt. That's why they're popping up. But the ones that blistered a lot, super easy to squirt. I mean to
Yes.
to push them
Exactly.
down.
Squirting shit all over me over here.
I thought I got that on your shirt.
Probably did.
I did not. Did y'all see that?
Shit coming out
I wish I could edit this video because I would put that in slow motion with a sound effect.
April's almost done with her
yeah
pimple popping here.
Then what you do? Then what you do? Once you smash all the tomatoes, you're supposed to mix it, and then you're what I mean mix the cheese and the tomatoes. Then you're gonna put it and toss it in your pasta. And knowing me, I'll probably put a little bit more seasoning. Did your goat cheese come with herbs or anything on them, or was it just the cheese? It was plain.
Yeah. Because one of the ones I saw had like a honey coating or something.
Oh, that sounds bomb. Goat cheese with honey.
It's really good on. I like goat cheese on like pizza, like baking pizza.
Yeah.
And cream, and then arugula and stuff.
That sounds bomb.
But I think crackers too. The honey one's good.
The honey, and we've had maple syrup that have been really good, like chopped up and mixed up with Brussels sprouts too.
Ooh. I'm coming to y'all house next time we go to
Do it, please.
Yeah, so
sounds
inviting
good.
herself to people's house on the
Invite.
yeah. I'm gonna tell your mama you're inviting yourself to people's
That's
house.
super ghetto.
She
but
would get you would get
I'm gonna
beat
go
for
ahead and
that.
mix this with the pasta. I think you'll like it, babe. You might like it.
I'm gonna taste it.
I didn't make that much because I didn't know if you would like it.
We got some leftovers from yesterday's thing too. Also, yeah, we did some grilled bar. There's a Japanese barbecue restaurant that we used to frequent before COVID, and it's the kind where they bring you the raw meat out and it's marinated already, and you grill it yourself at the table. We tried to recreate that experience here. We bought a little grill that also has a little hot pot on the side. And so we grilled up a bunch of meat. Eyes were bigger than stomach, so we ate some of it, grilled the rest up. So we have those leftovers also as a contingency plan for the pasta. But I'm going to try it.
This smells bomb, but I am going to add some more pepper.
Oh, see, look at how she's talking about my peppering skills.
You have one job.
I asked her, was it enough? And she said yes, and that
One
was
job.
a lie. She just wanted to make me look bad.
So I'm going to taste it. And then we're going to go ahead and plate. It looks bomb, though. Where's my fork? Oh, here it is. I like it.
All right, let me go look into the beer fridge. Or this fridge also. See what we get.
Yeah, that goat cheese hit. I like it. I think also I'm going to add a little bit more Italian seasoning and garlic, but after that, I promise y'all a plate.
You be lying. You're lying to the people, April.
More.
Lying to the people.
But y'all know when you cook something, you have to taste it a little bit. I couldn't taste it as we go because it was in the oven. I would have burnt my tongue.
Wow.
But I like it. And I'm glad that I went with the goat cheese. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and plate. I'm going to use my clear plate. And this was super daggone easy. If Tony likes this, I'm going to put this like in the rotation because this is something I can just put in the oven and like be cleaning or doing something else that needs to be taken care of. This was hella easy. All right. I got two things. You already know what I'm going to say will go good with this.
We don't have that.
I say so.
Saison, and a rule of thumb for any cooking is that saison kind of is a kind of safe option. Let me get some glasses. Got a couple of things. I'm gonna get 2 glasses, and we're gonna try.
Hey, you might want to hurry up.
I gotta hurry up.
Yes.
Why do I have to hurry up?
Isn't it good?
Yeah, it's so good.
I'm excited. I'm about to go ham on this pasta, y'all. That's why I'm trying to make her hurry up so I can eat.
I'm trying to find another glass. Also,
I need 2. Just get one.
there's 2 beers.
Oh. I don't know, babe, but
Well, we'll take the. We'll do this one. Take the US.
and I feel like if I was sick or something, Tony could really do this because there's not a lot of steps.
All right.
Like, one dish.
Yeah. Just put it in and forget about it.
I want you to taste this one.
Hmm?
I want you to taste this. If you don't like this beer, I'll pour you the other.
Y'all know it would go really good with this also if you wanted to amp it up. I would put some pesto. That I feel like that would go really good with this too.
Taste this real quick.
I love the color. That's good.
You like it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
That's good.
Okay. So, Wheatland Spring. This was sent to us by our friend Michael. He runs Lost Loggers, and he's in the DC area. This is the first wit beer April has said that she liked.
Yeah.
So,
It's peppery, like to say something.
yeah, wit beer is another Belgian style beer, and they have a lot of spicy yeast character. I figured this. You think this
Yeah, that
works out? So we'll work with this since April liked it. She doesn't usually do. I'll put this in right now. She
You throw
doesn't
this
usually do wit beer.
I don't.
She doesn't fuck with Allagash whites.
It's fucking chamomile tea.
Yeah, grapefruit peel, rose hip.
Grapefruit. You can taste that.
Let me pour a little bit more.
I have to be a weirdo right
Ready?
now and take my picture. Yeah.
I got it. I'll put you some head on there.
Give me some head, babe.
Silly.
I had to do a dirty joke.
Oh, you missed it.
What are you talking about? I got it.
Rudy says he likes how cautiously I asked to get the glasses, and I better stay out of April's way.
Yes. I also agree.
Shut up.
Okay, y'all. So
Get me a. Let me show you.
this is what we're working with.
Pasta.
Sorry,
Show that
Show
side.
Jenny.
Show them. That's not. Yeah. That's what we're looking with.
That looks so good. Ooh, I like the pasta. It's like little cream.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
also cute. I know that's weird for me to say, but it's a cute pasta.
Rotini.
Where's my fork? Oh.
But yeah, I'm gonna try it.
So let me tell you why I made the best decision with the goat cheese. It's so freaking creamy. And I think feta, even if I could be wrong, so I've never really cooked with feta. I just put it on top of shit. I feel like if it were to melt, it wouldn't be creamy. It would just be like have a little bit of pieces that were melted and some that wasn't. I could be wrong, but I feel like this was a good choice.
This is an okay pairing. The carbonation cuts through all of the fat we have in all of these.
Yeah,
Cheese.
cheese is bomb. And I'm also team leave some of the tomatoes not so smashed to create presentation, but also a little bit of texture. And if you like tomatoes like I do, like Tony will tell you, I'll slice up some cherry tomatoes and have that with my eggs.
She'll just eat them.
Yeah,
And
I like tomatoes. So, goes good.
Rudy says rockin' rotini over here too. Are you cooking this, Rudy? Are y'all cooking this?
Chicken will go really good with this. Did you guys taste it?
Yes, and it is so good.
Yay!
All right.
See?
I think we went too easy on the spices.
I did too. See, they added more spice, they said, to theirs as well. I think every cook is like that. After you cook it, you taste it to see what it needs a little bit more of. Yeah. And it's always, like, in my opinion, it's always better to cook with less. Y'all know I like the season. But it's always...
Never take it out.
Exactly. It's okay to have, like, not so much of a heavy hand until after the fact. Because, like he said, you can't take the spice out. She's eating it.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
The shrimp really...
The shrimp, you like it with it?
Ties this together for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think chicken would go really good with this. I probably wouldn't blacken chicken. But maybe like I did, just stovetop, fry it with maybe some garlic and Italian seasoning.
To me, the shrimp is the reason that it works with this beer.
Details. Why do you feel that way?
Why? The shrimp gives it more of a savory. I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah.
I get a bit more umami from the shrimp than the pasta.
Yeah.
The pasta tastes more, I don't know, it's more bitter.
She's saying that because I got a, if you are into cheese and you see goat cheese, more or less, I would say 60% of them have something added. I got a goat cheese that had, let me look at it. It had chives, basil, parsley, dill, and sage. So it's pretty much caked up with those types of spices. They're like they were saying here on the Zoom with us. There's also goat cheese that has like sweet things added to it. Rarely do I, well, not say rarely. Most of them have something added. So I think she's tasting the bitterness from all the herbs. So, you getting more?
More shrimp. I need extra shrimp.
I'm excited. So now I can add this to the rotation because Tony likes it. It's Tony approved.
With shrimp.
With shrimp. Would you eat it if I made it with chicken?
I don't know if chicken works.
Okay. So it's on the menu in the boys' household, but only with shrimp.
Need a few more shrimp for this. I tried it without the shrimp, but I didn't.
You didn't have the same effect?
No,
okay.
I didn't.
I'm excited because she's eating it, and it's a cheese-based pasta. And Tony does not normally fuck with cheese-based pastas.
What beer did you pair with it?
Huh?
What beer did you pair with it?
We have a Wheatland Spring Bear Witness, and it's a state yeast. It's a wit beer.
Ooh.
It does go really well with it.
Yeah, I mean, like the sauce isn't too heavy, so I didn't want to go too heavy with the beer. Something with a super heavy malt or hop profile. The yeast flavor goes with all these spices that April put into the shrimp, especially, and the pasta. I think mends with the malt profile. So this is a lighter dish. It is a pasta, but it is still fairly a lighter. Yeah, it's a lighter dish, so I wanted a lighter beer. And also, this has a fairly good bit of carbonation in it, and you got this cheese, so cutting through all that fat.
Goat cheese is just goat. That's all I'm going to say.
First thing I want to do when I pair is match intensities. So with this being a lighter dish and not as heavy, I wanted to make sure the beer was that first, and then you go through flavor combinations.
Has anyone done the TicTok pasta? Like, have y'all done it with feta cheese?
Rudy said he's making it right now. He has this. He says he has this pasta though.
Are you doing feta cheese, Rudy, or did you get goat cheese? I don't know. Jenny, after, what are you guys' thoughts? Do you think feta cheese will work too?
I don't know. Like, I was definitely, when I saw it, I definitely saved it with intentions to make it and never have. And when you substituted the goat cheese, I was like, that's actually a really good call. Because, yeah, I only put feta on my cool things. Like,
Yeah.
salad. Yeah, so I agree. I don't know how that would have melted.
Yeah.
It's so sharp, too. I think
It is sharp.
That's true.
Yeah, that would have completely changed this dish then if that's a sharper.
Feta's like salty.
Yeah. Yeah, the goat cheese, because the goat cheese is still really rich. So
Yeah.
it makes the pasta rich, but it's not like man, like,
I agree.
Yeah, it's rich, but you know the way April did this is not too heavy. So
Yeah. I'm team.
I mean, a lot of these variables can really change this dish in a way that it would taste very, very different.
Yeah.
So Rudy says he did goat cheese. What's in your goat cheese? Is it plain? Did it have any additives like all these herbs? April says this one is.
Now I want honey goat cheese for crackers.
We can do that.
That sounds so good to me.
That could be another anniversary.
Because when you guys make your, what's it called, charcuterie board.
I say it's charcuterie. But
Charcuterie. I don't know how to pronounce it. But normally you'll put like some kind of jelly or some kind of dried fruit, like apricots, stuff like that. So that goat cheese that they were talking about that has honey is just like, now I'm gonna look for it because that just sounds bomb as hell to me with some crackers.
Rudy says just with added herbs. So.
You guys like it? Are you cooking it for Sarah?
Well, he said they had a minor setback, but they're doing it.
Okay.
Oh.
Hi, Sarah, by the way. My boo thing. My sister in petty.
But also, the first and last time I made a charcuterie board for April, it was Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And I used this beer.
Look how sexy the bottle is.
Beer and wine hybrid. So,
right?
It is.
They're out there with you.
Yeah, this is primitive. This is primitive.
Oh, yeah, that's in like Longmont, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere around there, but.
Oh, I guess the head brewer is also kind of the lead at Wild Provisions.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like a sour. Okay, you guys know.
Yeah, we know. He's part of our Patreon too.
He's a weird dude. He's so much fun. He's great.
Yeah,
He's the sweetest.
Dude, so I don't know what you should be called.
Yeah, I love Brandon. He's
he's
our guy. He
person.
subscribes to the Patreon also. Sometimes they come to the happy hours.
Yeah.
But
And they're pregnant. Congratulations.
huh?
Four Noses. So Arthur brews at Four Noses.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Arthur's a brewer. Okay.
That's why you know how to cook. Most brewers I know how to freaking cook.
Yeah, we went and visited Ross, and he cooked well for us.
Except for the couple brewers, there's some, and they eat like nothing but garbage fast food. And it's like there's no rhyme or reason to it.
Yeah. There was one brewer that I mean, he wasn't one of the ones that did recipes, but he was trying to convince me to go get Chinese food from a gas station.
I remember that. I was like, yeah, no, we're not
I'm
doing
not
that.
doing it.
We're not doing that. That just sounds like a bad fucking idea from jump.
Oh, Rudy says Sarah is cooking. But yeah, this is a
cherry.
yeah, it's aged on Reiner cherries, but it's a still beer.
I love Reiner cherries.
It has a wine, and this is it's a huge beer. It's only I think it's closer to 12 ounces, 375 milliliters, but it's a 12% beer.
You
It's
get
a 12%, so you're closer to like
you getting drunk off this shit.
But I set this up for Christmas for April to snack on and try while she was she made gumbo.
Hi, Mom.
Is this Mom?
This is my mom, Gloria.
Hi,
Good to meet you, Gloria.
Hi, guys.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Patreon is like about like.
Hi, Dad.
Oh, is this Dad? Hello.
Nice.
So you have to tell us if you guys like the pasta.
Okay, I will.
Okay. And I have a thick skin, so you can tell me if it's trash.
Yeah,
like
she
I
does.
totally understand.
I'm a picky eater, so she's.
Spoilers. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so Jenny's parents joined us in the Zoom to say hello. They're
That's
stopping
so
by.
cool.
They made a huge portion so they could share with
I love that.
share with the parents. That we love that. That's one thing I miss. People are getting vaccinated now, so I'm gonna start visiting. Hopefully, I can visit. We can visit April's parents for Mother's Day, Father's Day.
Yeah, hopefully we can travel again because we want to go back to Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago. Go back to Colorado.
So Virginia, I will be hitting you up when we come.
But yeah, we'll hit up Virginia. Sarah says hi, April.
Hey, Sarah.
She's cooking.
Sarah's my sister in petty. Like, I love her.
Sarah, y'all can be on you subscribe, so you could have gotten the Zoom link and been on here. That would have worked out for you. We could have seen, and you could have,
I'm getting some seconds on the pasta. So we about to head out. You gotta watch to see.
But yeah, okay. It's been lovely, folks. We got some. He said he was gonna hop on the Zoom, but Tyrone was being a savage today. Tyrone's the dog he has, and he was apparently out of control, so he didn't want to get on the Zoom. You can always mute if he's acting up. But yeah, March Madness, that's a big thing in our home. So
my bracket is already,
I think everyone's is. Ohio State and Tennessee losing kind of
killed everything.
And I was so irritated. I had mixed feelings about Tennessee because I'm a USC alum. That's my team. And Oregon State won the conference tournament. So them beating is, I guess, good for the conference, but I don't like
I'm bitter.
them.
I don't like it. But yeah, like two of the teams that were favored to win, obviously we picked, and it's like they both lost. So it's like that was fun for a day.
But you can do like a reconciliation or consolation bracket now with the teams that are still actually in it. But yeah, and a few USC is gonna be
today
playing against Drake, so we will be looking at that game.
Who's ever heard of a school called Drake? I mean, honestly.
Well, somebody gonna hear of them now because they're in the game. But
yeah, y'all, we're gonna let you go so Tony can watch her March Madness. I can clean up the kitchen. Yeah.
But yeah, hit us up in the comments if you are not already subscribed to our YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. Follow us Instagram, Twitter at Black and Soul. Black is spelled BLAQ. And hit us up with your ideas for the cook-alongs, for the beer tasting.
Yeah, I always like to hear what y'all want to think. And also, if you cook this, Rudy, tag me when you guys are done and take pictures. Tag me so I can see them. I always repost them, and I want to see what y'all's look like. My boobs look really weird when I do that. Yeah, so tag me in the pictures. Our next live event is going to be, it's not live, it's our happy hour.
Yeah, happy hour for the patrons next Friday.
Yeah. The last one was really good. Like, a lot of people that never show up or haven't been able to showed up. It was a really good conversations. It's always good conversations at the happy hour. So yeah, but we'll be there next Friday, and we'll get back to y'all on what we'll be cooking next month live. It'll be first weekend. Send me ideas.
Sunday brunch. So if you have ideas, something you want to see, let us know. Otherwise, we will let you go, give you your day back. Thanks for joining us, and we will see y'all next month.
Bye, y'all.
See you later.
Bye, Mom.
See you later.
It's a good pairing, babe.